fine, thanks. Not quite sure which place it was I had to go to.
Oh, bless you.
So put.
We can't answer the door right now.
Oh,
but if
shush.
you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Sorry, do excuse the doorbell.
No. Yeah, so it says on this, but on here it didn't say any flat.
Oh. Oh, bless. Oh, you no worries.
Anyway, you've got it.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Right, I'm going to take this in, but this is box number 1. So this is week 1 of 2, which is very exciting. So yeah, and you're also able to, if you can't pay, as in like your bank details, you need to update your bank details or something like that, or you don't have the money at the moment, currently, you have up to 40 days to pay for your box, which is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I'm going to bring this in now. Very exciting. I'm just going to grab the box. Do bear with me. Just need them of these. Oh, it's not too, I mean, it's quite heavy, but it's not too bad. I'm going to put this in the cooker for a minute. Let me just swap the camera around. So I think I went for a medium box. I've just taken my address off there. But yeah, so Yodel, the parcel delivery people, that's who HelloFresh delivers with. So, shall we see? Shall we dig in? Okay, so I've opened the box with a pair of scissors. First thing is, it looks really good in the way of it's laid out and what have you. The first things that I've just seen are these, which are the recipes in which that I personally have ordered. So you'd be able to do that if you were using the app. So yeah, these, so for example, so this is like HelloFresh, okay, I'd quite like to keep these, to be honest, because then it kind of, it tells you what you need and what have you and how to do it. So anyway, so for example, let's go for an example one. So you've got barbecue, so in this box here, that I've got, for example, I've got barbecue sausage skewers with cheesy wedges and pea shoot salad, which sounds quite nice. So that's that one that I'm talking about, that I've just mentioned, the skewers. So you've got picture, and then you've also got the ingredients on the side here. Okay, and then you turn it over. Okay, and then it says before you start. Then you've got cooking tools, ingredients, so you can also see what exactly you've got as well, just there. And yeah, and then it says about nutrition as well, so what nutrition you'll be getting when you have the meal. Okay, and then allergens as well. Okay, so if you are allergic to anything like that or anything like that, you know, just read that just in case. Then you've got the contact details. So you know, of HelloFresh, and then it goes step by step there. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, so you know, for example, with this one, which is the barbecue sausage skewers, you know, step 1 is roast the wedges, and then it tells you exactly how to chop them, etc. And then step 2 is skewer prep, so it tells you how to do that. Then it goes on to step 3, which is roast the skewers, so you know how to cook them and for how long, etc. And then step 4 is making the dressing, and then step 5 is the cheese please, as we called it, and then step 6 is finish and serve. So it's nice and simple and easy. So that's for example, but yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my hand here. I'm going to put these just here where the camera is, where my phone is. So I'm going to put those there and tuck them underneath the washing up liquid for a second, and then I'm going to show you as I unpack my first box. I'm so excited. So these, okay, were tucked in here and on here. So when you open the box, this is what you've got. So, and don't forget you can pick which, oh, they're so, oh, these must be the potatoes, because they're cold and it feels round. So you've got like Hello Fresh, 2 people, so it will serve 2 people. And also on the app it will tell you exactly how much it will, like how many people it will serve. Even if you're like myself and you know live by yourself, you know it will tell you in the app when you sign up. I will be putting my code back into this clip of Food Fresh at some point. It might be tomorrow or it might be today, but also I might put it in, I don't know if I'll put it in now or whilst I'm cooking as well. But yeah, so you've got a little QR code thing there you can scan as well. So I don't know what's in here, like what's what in the aspect of things. So that says number 9 on it. That says number 19. What is that? Oh! And then there's this thing here. What is that? Oh! That's really clever! Okay, so this bit isn't part of the food, but this is the bit that makes it nice and cool. I was wondering why. Oh, that's, oh my goodness, that is amazing. So yeah, so these are my boxes. And yeah, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 recipes. So 1 box. Right, I'm understanding. Okay, so in 1 box I assume 1 box is specifically for 1 meal. Right, so I shall dig into that tomorrow. But yeah, so I'm going to leave this somewhere in the kitchen. I think I might put it on the floor for the minute because it can stay out for a few days without going in the fridge. But considering I'm going to start cooking tomorrow with it, that's really good and ideal. But yeah, that is fantastic. So I'm going to put these back in here. So there was a couple over there and there was a couple there. This is how I found it. This is how I'm going to put it back. But yes, so oh my goodness, I can't wait. So this is still Wednesday and it's 4:34 p.m. I'm just getting a little bit hungry, so I'm thinking about doing the stir-fried hoisin chicken noodles, because I've got all of the oh, you can't see, in the box there I've put all of the ingredient bits in there. So I'm trying to figure out, right, okay, that's got number 1 at the top there, so I'm trying to make sure that you see as well whilst I do this. I've had to charge my phone up a little bit. Which one's number 1? Right, that's number 3. I've put them all in my fridge. That's number 2. Where's number 1? Got it! Okay, so I've got number 1. I'm going to put that underneath my arm a second. Put number 2 back in there. And then, yeah, so this is it. So in here, do bear with me, sorry. So in this box here, as you can see, it's sealed with number 1 on it. So it goes with these, if that makes sense. So I'm going to open the box, well, the bag up, sorry. That's what I meant. What have we got in here? Oh! Got some green beans. Egg fried noodles. The egg fried noodles is 125 gram, by the way, if you're wondering. The green beans is 80 grams. I've got a pepper. Ooh, I like peppers. So I've got a red pepper. I've got the hoisin sauce, which is a 64 gram. Oh, this is ice cold. This is lovely. Okay. Then I've got the cashew nuts. And I've got a soy sauce. I've got a spring onion. And what's this one? Oh, ginger. So that's that, as you can see. It also says on the side here, so these are all of this. So this is the ingredients on the side here. It does say down here, it says king prawns, but underneath it, it does say custom recipe. This is a custom recipe. If you choose to swap, upgrade, or double up on protein, then just follow the instructions at the back of this card. Enjoy cooking. So yeah, so that bag is empty. Put that in the bin. I'm going to take my jacket coat thing off in a minute. Hello, by the way. Oh, I'm so excited, I can't wait. But yeah, I'm going to try and do some more cooking as well tomorrow. But like I say, I'm getting hungry and I just want to try something. I just want to try at least one of these recipes for my dinner tonight. So need to prep the veg, which is on number 1. So we've got 1 to 6 here. Okay, so you've got prep the veg. So half the pepper, and discard the core and seeds, but that's a given because I know what to do with a pepper. But you may not. If you're learning how to cook, you might not know that. So that's really good that they've put that in there. And then peel and grate the garlic. So you've got the pepper here, you've got the garlic. Use garlic press, which is it. Okay, so you can peel and grate it with the grater, like a cheese grater. Or if you've got a press, like a garlic press, then you can use the garlic press. I haven't got a garlic press, so I'll be using my cheese grater. Heat a large frying pan on medium heat with no oil, which is in brackets, no oil. Once hot, add the cashew nuts and cook, stirring regularly using lightly toasted, until lightly toasted, which will be like 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so you're going to lightly toast the cashew nuts. Watch them like a hawk. So basically don't move or anything. If you're cooking, stick to it. Focus on what you're doing in that aspect. I don't know if you've heard that saying. Watch them like a hawk, as they can burn easily. Once toasted, pop into a small bowl. Okay, so before I go into that part, I need to find some little bowls, and I'm sure I've got some somewhere. Let's have a look in my cupboards. Okay, perfect. I've got a few little side dishes thing. That one's a bit dirty, and that one too. Let's put that in there, but these two are nice and clean, so I'm going to use those. So yes, we shall do that quickly and then go on to the next step, which is number 2 here. So that's number 1 that I've just read out, and also they've got little diagrams as well, so it's quite easy to do that. So I'm going to go on to step number 2 in a second, but for now I am going to prep the veg. So I will do that. I've just turned the fan off because I just realised I've got the fan on and I haven't even got anything on the stove at the minute. Probably not the greatest idea to put the chopping board on the cooker. Ideally, health and safety, but I don't have that much space on the kitchen side here at the minute. So I've just got rid of the little pips and the little white bits in the pepper. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see properly, I've chopped that up. So that's a whole pepper in that bowl. And yeah, I'm just going to rinse the knife off in a minute, and I'm going to rinse this chopping board off. So rinse the knife off. Please be careful with knives, by the way. Please be supervised if you are under a certain age. Please be supervised whilst making these meals, because I don't want to be responsible for any injuries or anything like that. Just a heads up. Okay. Right, do I need the scissors? Yes, I do. Okay, so prep the veg. So that's the peppers. Discard, so half the pepper, which is what you've seen me just do just now. That makes no sense, but yeah, you've just watched me do that. And put it into a bowl. But it doesn't say about putting it into a bowl, but you know, I've done that because it tends to suit me better. So half the pepper, and discard the corn seeds. You've just seen me get rid of those now in the bin. Slice into thin strips, trim the green beans, and chop into thirds. Okay, so slice into thin strips, as you can see, moderately, not exactly really thin, but they're as thin as I'd like them to be, because yeah. So onto the green beans. I'm just going to rinse these under the tap actually before I do anything with these. Make sure I don't drop any of them. Just a brief little rinse, because no, yeah. Okay, so these are the green beans. There's quite a few. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There's 22 green beans in here. So anyway, moving on. So that's quite handy as well, actually. So it's quite nicely portioned with the ingredients for the dish. Trim the green beans and chop into thirds. Okay. So going to, I don't know if you can see the ends on there. So I'm going to cut the ends off. I'm going to do this with every single bean. So these are the ends. I'm just going to put them on that little bit there because that is going in anyway. So I'm just going to do this with every single bean now. As you can see, I've put the green beans, these are into thirds. When it means go into thirds, it means cut into thirds. Okay, so you've done the pepper, and then each bean you've cut 3 times. Okay, so going on to the next one. Okay, heat a large frying, oh, beg your pardon. So you've done the green beans, peel off and grate the garlic. Okay, so here's the garlic. So I'm going to peel it off. I'm just going to cut this off, to be honest, because well, it's just easier for me personally, but if you would like to grate it, you can. So it looks a little bit like in a similar way. Oh, you can smell it. Woo! It looks a little bit like a potato when you've taken the skin off, like the these bits. Anyway, I'm going to do that as it asks for it to be grated, but I'm going to do this with a knife. Please be careful with knives, like I've just mentioned. Okay, so I'm going to put all of that to one side. Okay, and then it says peel and grate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the knife there for a second. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put those little bits that I've chopped off into the bin. I've got a cheese grater, so I'm just going to use the cheese grater in all honesty. Right, and I've got another little bowl. So what I'm going to be doing, okay, you can watch me. I'm going to grate this into on the cheese grater, which is the garlic, and then I'm going to put it into this bowl here. Okay. Okay, so here I have grated it. Okay, it literally didn't take that long, I'll be honest. It's a couple of minutes taking the skin bit off and then grating. And it goes quite quickly if you are grating. So yeah, please be careful of your fingers when you do that. So you've got the peppers, you've got the beans now, and you've got the garlic. See how much garlic there is in what they've given you, which is absolutely fantastic. Okay, I'm going to rinse this again. Because it's all veg, I'm using my veg one. I just rinse it each time and get rid of what's left of the previous thing that I've done. Okay, so going on to the spring onion. Okay, so I don't know if you know, this is a spring onion. Okay, you generally just chop. Before I chop it, you can see the roots are here. So this bit down, okay, is normally underneath the earth. Okay, so everything up from here upwards, okay, is ground level, just in case you're wondering. So you need to cut off from the white bit, so where it starts going green and stripy, you cut this bit off, okay, and then put that in the bin, okay, and then the rest of it is absolutely fine to eat. So trim and thinly sliced pepperoni, so very, very thinly. So if it helps, you can put your fingers there, but make sure you move them back like this, okay, gradually as you're going, otherwise you're going to catch your fingers, okay. So that's what I'll be doing. So that is nice, quick and easy. That was so quick, literally. Okay, so I'm going to use this little glass for these. Right. Put these in here. This is the spring onion, and by the way, when you're cooking you can smell all of these and they smell lovely, if you're wondering. Okay, so so this is in the glass now. So I'm going to put this over here. Okay, what else do I need to do? Okay, heat a large frying pan. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side a minute. Do I need it? Do I need it anymore? No, I don't. Okay, so I'm going to put the little vegetable mat thing away. Okay, so I've got everything that I need, and heat a large frying pan. Okay, so I need to find a large frying pan. Sorry, my shoulder just clicked. Okay, perfect. Large frying pan. Green beans. I'm going to put that on the shelf, my window ledge. I'm going to put all of these on my window ledge for a minute because it's just easier and they're right behind me. Okay. So what do I need to do now? I need a large frying pan, medium heat with no oil. Once hot, add the cashews to these other nuts and cook, stirring regularly until lightly toasted for 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so it won't take long at all. I'm going to put the fan on. I'm going to wait, I don't know if you can hear me over the fan, but I'm going to wait for that, just a couple of minutes for that to warm up. There's no oil in there, it's just a pan. I'm going to open these cashew nuts and I'm going to put them in like so. Okay, toast until toast lightly. You don't want them burn or anything like that. Okay, I'm going to get a spatula and you just move them around a little bit. So they slightly go brown. Not too much though. We'll turn it up a little bit, but not too much. Because this is gas. So you do exactly the same if it was a electric oven as well. So I'm watching them like a hawk, like the instructions say. Basically, don't take your eyes off them. Keep moving them around. Once toasted, pop into a bowl. going to wait a few minutes longer just to get them a little bit of colour on them. I don't want to overdo them, to be honest. So it's literally just a pan and cashew nuts. And you're constantly stirring. Right, I'm going to turn that off now. I don't know if you can see. But they are literally just done. You don't want to burn them or anything like that. Literally just like a little glaze over the heat. So I'll show you. I'm just going to turn the fan off a minute, but yeah, it's literally just a couple of seconds, but about a minute or two. So it says there, you know, 2 to 3 minutes. But I had it on quite high, so I didn't really need that long. But yeah. So now they're done, I'm going to move them to the side. Please be careful with them as well, because they are, even in a little bowl like that, they are quite hot. Okay, so cook the noodles and beans, which is step number 2. So we've done step number 1, and step number 2 is cooking the noodles and beans. Meanwhile, so you could do this at the same time, okay? So you could do step 1, which is prep the veg, at the same time as step 2. Okay, but yeah, meanwhile, bring the saucepan of water to boil. Okay, so you're going to put a bit of water in here now. I'm going to use the same pan, with all honesty. But no, I'm going to rinse it out. There we go. Put some water in there. I don't want to overdo it with the water. So I've only put the water up to about halfway, or just under halfway. Okay, so bring the water to boil. So this is where I'm going to put the fan back on. And wait for it to boil. So I'll be back when it's boiling. Okay, really quickly, okay, I'm waiting for the water to boil. I've put a little bit more in because I'm not very sure that I put enough in originally. Okay, the next stage, okay, oh, with some salt. So I need a 3/4 bit of salt. Have I got any salt? No, I don't have salt. It's been a very long time since I've bought salt. Oh wait, I do. Do I? Let's have a look. Okay, I don't have any salt. However, when you're boiling the saucepan, okay, with the water in, which is what I'm doing now. So you bring the saucepan to water, to boil, and you add 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. But I don't have salt, so I'm not going to do that, I'll be honest. So yeah, so I'm just waiting for it to boil. Hopefully it won't take too long now. And then when boiling, add the noodles and the green beans, as you probably saw me grab just a second ago. So I'm going to open these up. These are egg fried noodles, 150 egg fried noodles, 125 grams. So I'm just going to put those in there. So you've got 2 little circular bundles of them. the bin. I'm going to wait for the noodles to do its thing before I end up putting the green beans in. Because there's no point in putting the green beans in until these are cooked a little bit. I'm going to put this little bit back on there for a minute to keep it heating. Turn this up just a smidge. And then I will be adding in the green beans in a second when this has come to boil. Just really quickly, okay, I'm just breaking down the noodles whilst they cook a little bit. So I'm going to wait a few more minutes. So it's probably going to be about 10 minutes or so in realistic me cooking at the moment now. And then, yeah, so in about 10 minutes I'll be putting the green beans in, as they've mentioned in cooking stage number 2, which is cooking the noodle and beans. In all honesty, I don't have chicken, and it doesn't come in with the bag, okay, as part of the ingredients. So you'll have to buy that separately. Right, for now, I have got some bacon that I need using up. I need to cook it and eat it up. So I'm using bacon as an alternative to the chicken. So I'm just at the sink at the minute. Don't know if you can hear it, but I'm just tipping the water out, using the lid. Ooh, some green beans have just escaped. Right, so I've tipped out the water, okay. Let's try and tip out a little bit more. I've just spotted some at the bottom. Okay, so looks really nice. I'll be honest. Considering I'm left-handed, I'm doing pretty good with making this with my right hand. Anyway, so stir fry the chicken to a medium heat with a bit of oil. Once hot, add chicken and pepper. Okay. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put the noodles and the beans there. I'm going to try and find... Right, I've got a sauce now. I'm going to use some butter, because I don't really do oil because it spits everywhere. So put that back on. I do use oil every now and again, but it's not my go-to. Right. Put a little bit of butter in there. I know it looks quite like a lot, but once it's all melted down, in fact I'm going to half this actually. I'm going to put it back in there a second. Right, I'm going to half this, let this melt, and then what I'm going to do is, whilst that does its thing, this is all rinsed off. I'm going to cut up the bacon. I'm just going to use some scissors, in all honesty, just tear the bacon apart. Like I say, I haven't got any chicken, so I'm DIYing a little bit, I'll be honest. So it's not quite what you'd get if you ordered from them, but yeah, we'll see if it's any different. But I'll definitely try this dish again, definitely when I've got some chicken. So I'm just tearing these up a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these bits of bacon, which is my alternative to the chicken, into the pan in a minute. But I have turned that off though, because I don't want, just for the minute, because I don't want that to keep going whilst I'm doing this. So this is going to be quite an interesting alternative to the chicken with the bacon. But I'm very excited to try this. So I won't put it all in one go, I'll just do it gradually. And then I'll wash my hands as well, because it's really important to wash your hands, you know, food hygiene and all of that. As you can see, I need to push my glasses up, but I'm not using my hands, because that would be cross-contamination. You could cut it up, but to be honest, me personally, I just find it easier to tear it, like tear the bacon. But if you are vegetarian, pescatarian, as in like eat fish, I used to be pescatarian, and then I started eating fish and meat and what have you. But yeah, I have to say there are alternatives on the Fresh Foods app. When you sign up, it will ask you what, you know, sort of things would you be interested in, so you can come up with suggestions. Okay, so this is pretty much done. I'm going to wash my hands, like I say, just an application. So I'm going to use my soap and wash my hands thoroughly. Before going forward. So I'm going to make sure that that step by step is firmly there, because I don't want it sliding forward. Right, I'm going to put this back on again now. And I'm going to have to do this in little steps now. I'm going to have to put bacon in. Very gradually, so it's going to take a little while. And then gradually I'm going to put the peppers in as well. I've only got a small saucepan. Frying pan, sorry. So I'm going to have to do this gradually. I might even have to invest in a new one. Bear with me. And also, very quickly, whilst this is cooking, I'm just going to get some more bowls, because once cooked, I can put them in there. As you can see, I've got the chicken. It would be chicken and pepper if you go by the recipe, but like I say, I didn't have any chicken, so I've done bacon, which I needed to use up. So I've got, me personally at the moment, I've got bacon and peppers in there. So going on to the next part will be part 4. So make the hoisin glaze. So I'm going to need this one. Okay, while the chicken and noodles are cooking, so you could do this at the same time, but me personally, I do things separately. It's just how I am, because otherwise my brain, it would just be chaos. So while the chicken and noodles are cooking, pop the hoisin sauce honey and water into the sauce. See ingredients for both amounts into small bowl and mix well. Well, personally, I don't. Do I have any honey? I don't think I would. Extremely unlikely. Like I say, it's a bit of a chaos moment, really. I probably should have waited to do this, but yeah. So going on to step 5. Heat things up. So once everything's cooked, pop the noodles, green beans and hoisin into a pan with the chicken. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into so I'm putting the hoisin sauce, but unfortunately it's literally just hoisin for me because I haven't got any honey or anything like that. So I'm going to chuck the bacon and the peppers in with the green beans and noodles. On the dish though, it would be again chicken, not bacon. So yeah, once I've done that, I need to mix well for 2 to 3 minutes until everything is piping hot. So I'm going to put the gas back on and give it a bit of a stir in so it's all mixed together. Like I say, I've got bacon instead of chicken, so it looks a bit different, and there's some ingredients that I do not have, unfortunately, to make it the dish, but it is as good as, I'm sure. So once I've done this, mixed it all up, it's basically time to serve. This serves 2 people though, so this is probably going to be my lunch for tomorrow as well, in all honesty. Because I doubt it very much that I will eat all of this. Right, have I got any bowls left at all? I don't know. It might help if I use the hoisin sauce as well as the hoisin glaze, won't it? I'm having a moment. I knew at some point in this vlog I will have a moment. Right. I can't even open it. I can't open it. Oh, I've torn a hole in it. Okay, that will do. So the hoisin sauce, oh my goodness, is squirting everywhere. But I'm putting it in and then I'm going to give it a really nice mixture. So this is the hoisin sauce, before I forget to put it in. Oh, that was very close, almost forgot. So this is kind of like a cooking chaos, really, I have to admit. But it's all good. I'm going to give it a stir again. It does smell good, I have to admit. So once I finish stirring, I'm going to dish up. So this is going to be lovely. I'm excited! Ah! Okay, so here's the bowl that I'm going to be pouring it into. just a really quick editing note. Also, I know that I'm using the ingredients sheets as such from the box itself. I have also noticed that you can use the app itself. So whatever's easier for you, just adapt. Like I say, just adapt it, and yeah, just do what feels right for you. Okay, continuing. Excuse me, sorry. I'm just drinking my first coffee. I've put it down by my coffee machine there, and I'm going to get dressed now and ready for the day. And then, yeah, I will see you shortly once I am dressed and just a smidge more functional than I am. I'm not too bad at the minute, but I just need to get to that wake up mode. Yeah, I will see you soon. So I am still not functional. I'm just making another cup of coffee. I just realised as well, I don't know if I've been saying this in my vlogs, and I've just realised it. With the Fresh Foods app, it's not 47, it's 42 pounds off if you end up downloading the app and using my code. I just thought, because it just dawned on me, I just thought in case it says, like when I say it says, I mean as in I have said in my past vlogs that it's 47, it is 42. I'm sure I've said 42 in my vlogs, but just in case it is not 47, it is 42 pounds off as well. So yeah, I'm just going to, it was just in case, I just thought I might mention it because yeah, I'm still not functional at the minute. I'm literally a walking zombie, but when I've woken up a little bit more, I'll be back, but I just thought I'd mention it. So the time is almost 1:15 p.m. It is a Thursday afternoon. I've got some leftovers. I'm just going to close my fridge with my knee. I've got some leftovers from dinner last night, so I'm going to take the tin foil off. As I might have mentioned before, I forgot to add a little bit of ingredients. Sorry, I've got an itchy nose. In at the end, so like I say, I've chucked it on there at the top, so I'm going to eat that. But first of all, because there is meat in there, I am going to microwave it for a few minutes, because otherwise, you know, health and safety and all of that. We'll put it in for about 4 minutes. No, I'm not. I'm going to put it in for 5. So I'm going to wait for that, because that way I definitely 100% know that it is going to be roasting hot in the bowl. So I'm going to have to wait for that to cool down, but at least I know that I'm not going to get any food poisoning. So I'm going to wait for that, and then shortly, in a little while, not that long really, fingers crossed, I'm going to be doing some more cooking. So this is the one that I've got leftovers of that I had last night, and then there's these ones as well, so I'm not very sure which one we'll do, I'll cook up, but yeah, so I will see you shortly. Just an in-between clip full of laughter. In regards to the box down here, okay, where I thought it was a cool pack. Ta-da! It's where the meat is and the veg, okay? Continuing! Okay, so this is the one that we're going to make, and it's the coconut Caribbean style soup with sweet potato and kidney beans. So this is, what's this? What's this one?
Caribbean style mix.
Oh. Caribbean style mix. And then you've got the red kidney beans. And the chopped tomatoes.
Mhm.
And then garlic.
Yep.
And then I'm guessing that's the potato.
Sweet potato. Spring onion.
Oh, lovely.
Rich and creamy coconut milk.
Oh. Oh, this is ice cold. This is good.
And another.
Oh, so we've got 2 of these ones.
Another one of those.
And 2 sweet potatoes. Pepper. Lime.
Seasoning.
Lime juice.
What does it say on the front? Oh, it's this. It's Poudre de Colombo.
Ooh, I don't know. Oh, that,
So it's some
So that must be
seasoning.
some seasoning, yeah. So you've got a little seasoning thing there. Oh, thank you. And then you've got vegetable stock paste, which is a 10 gram, little miniature version. So let's start cooking.
Okay, I'm coming.
Okay, so as you can see with the time lapse, we've got 2 sweet potatoes. These are the ends. I'm going to chuck those in the bin there. Okay, and then I'm going to move this one because I'll be doing that one in a second. I'm going to literally just move it into the baking tray. I've got 2 trays out as well, so I can have one in each one. This one I'm going to cut the ends off as well, because those bits you do not need. So again, put those in the bin, and then mind your fingers, move back as I've said previously, make sure that your fingers aren't in the way. Excuse my knife. If you've got proper chopping knives as well, please use those. And then, so I've chopped these into 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I put them on sideways and cut in the middle. Like so. And do these for every single one of them. Again, mind your fingers, health and safety. And then, because these are quite chunky, trim them. I'm cutting these ones into 3, so put them into your baking tray. Because I quite like them chunky for the meal. These are quite firm, by the way, so you kind of need to push down a little bit, but not too roughly, but enough, as you can probably hear. Like so. Gather them up together, and place them in there. I don't have any salt and pepper, so I won't be putting salt and pepper on here, and I don't have any oil. But when you put them in, so you've preheated the oven at 200 or just below 200, and then you put these in with a bit of oil on top and some salt and pepper, and then you leave them to do its thing. So I'm going to put half of this on here as well. So
okay, so next we've got a Caribbean style mix, and the instructions are that we need to put half of the mix onto the sweet potato to season it before it cooks. So I think we have to kind of guess at what half is and sprinkle it on top. Some on that one. Try and cover all of them. I think there's a bit more we can use.
well, it does smell a bit.
Smells good.
Yeah.
A bit spicy. Oh no, I missed. I think that'll do. So okay, nice.
So we've put the. I'm having a moment. Bugger. The trays with the sweet potato. Got there in the end. Story of my life. We put those in for 25 to 35 minutes at 200 degrees. And so we've waited to preheat that. In the meantime, as you've probably seen, I have got some spring onions and just chopping up a
Juicy red pepper.
juicy red pepper that's just sprayed in my face. Preparing the veg.
Next up is the lime and the garlic clove.
Well, okay, so I'll just stand back a little bit and then can you even zoom in? Sorry, I get really into this, so I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. I can't get it. So I'm going to just chop that end off because we don't need that.
So what are you doing here?
So I'm, rather than mincing the garlic, because we don't have a garlic press, I'm just going to chop it really finely, or as fine as possible. So I'm making thin slices and then I'll chop it in another direction so the garlic is nice and small for the recipe. I'll twist it. So this is all in our get prepped section, which is number 2 on the recipe card for HelloFresh. We're just getting all the veg ready, and then I think the next step is to do some cooking in the saucepan. So if I can open it, the next step is to drain and rinse the kidney beans. Thank you.
Oh, by the way, if you're carrying scissors, always do face down, please. If you trip, you're gonna hurt yourself.
I think you can tear this. Yeah.
So it's a little bit stiff when you try and open it, so you may have to use scissors.
So.
Ooh, that's quite interesting. So I'm going down here. So you've grabbed the colander.
Yeah.
And then you're going to, sorry, I'm just going to come over here.
I can't get them out.
So you've put them into the colander.
There we go. Okay, that's all of them. And then there we go, nice and fresh. Put them aside over here, ready for when we need them.
So you're halving the
lime so that I've got that for juice later. And now we're going to start to do some frying in the saucepan. So we need a drizzle of oil, but we don't have oil, so we could use a bit of butter.
So putting in a little, just a little bit, not too much. This is a large saucepan, so just a smidge of butter. And heating the saucepan up.
Once hot, add half the spring onion and fry until softened. Then add the pepper, then the garlic, and this one, poudre de Colombo.
Very odd name.
Then the remaining of this, the remainder of the Caribbean style mix, and then the kidney beans and chopped tomatoes, which are there. So why don't we put in half of the spring onions now? Softened.
So the pepper's going in. Is that going to be half the pepper?
All of the pepper.
All of the pepper.
Yeah, I'm just lifting this up quickly.
When would you like me to put
You
it
can
in?
put the pepper in now, and I'll keep stirring. Turn it slightly.
So checking the sweet potato. Oh my goodness.
So, whiz.
Rotate them in case they start burning. Keep an eye on them as well. So how long have they got left roughly now?
Alexa, how long's left on the timer?
7 minutes.
But also we can turn it down.
Blinking oven! Might have to open my door. Oh, you can stop it there. Okay. I should have warned you. I'm sorry. I've got a really weird oven.
So that's doing alright. Put this back in the fridge. The sweet potato did kind of look nearly done, I think. So this is to keep going until it's soft. Which it seems kind of soft. Let's poke it with this. See how it feels. Yeah, it needs a little bit longer, I think.
About 2-3 minutes?
Yeah, maybe. And then we can open this so it's ready for when we need it. The chopped tomatoes.
Whoop. That's close.
Thank you. You're giving me all the scissors. I've got another pair there.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
So okay, so next what to put in
Yeah, so with
the,
this we have the garlic and then the 2 types of seasoning to go in before the kidney beans. Do you want to put it in and me film?
Oh yeah, sure. So this is poggio di, I can't even say it. Poggio di Colombo. I'm just going to say Colombo, which is a spice. Is this all of it?
Yeah.
Okay, so literally just and then the Caribbean mixed style here as well. Put that in. You can see the colour, it's gone a bit browny.
And then the garlic as well.
Garlic. Give it a little bit of a stir. Is there anything else to put in here?
Yeah, next is the kidney beans.
Kidney beans. So in the colander, if you haven't got a colander, by the way, you can always use a bowl.
Or a sieve.
And just literally plonk it in. And then give it a stir.
And then once that's stirred in, the chopped tomatoes go in.
Chopped potatoes, chopped tomatoes, and just sorry, I'm not splashing my leg. Sorry. And then stir-y. When stirring as well, make sure that you don't catch any of it, because as in burning.
Lovely. Looks good.
What does it smell like?
Spicy, but in a good way. Spicy, but in a good way.
What's
100.
so 100 mils?
So 100 mils of water. We're guessing slightly, but we're gonna say it's about a third of this cup. So some water, some vegetable stock paste.
Oh, let's cook it.
Okay, and then the coconut milk.
We've got 2 of these, so we're putting both of them in.
Well, it says for 2 people to do 400 mils, and this is 200 mils. So yeah, both of these are going in.
Oh wow. side here because I need to get these sweet potatoes out. So I'm going to crouch, turn the oven off. Careful of the steam. And one tray. And 2 tray. These are extremely hot. Please use an oven glove.
Bring the soup to a gentle simmer. Stir together and cook until thickened for 10 to 12 minutes.
Okay.
Once the soup is thickened, remove from the heat, stir through the roasted sweet potatoes and squeeze in half the lime juice.
Okay, so we've done steps 1 to 4.
Yeah.
And then just got 5 and 6 to do.
Yeah, and the final things are to like sprinkle it with a bit of that and a bit of the lime zest.
Okay.
So these two.
So the spring onion.
Yeah, the spring onion and the lime zest are the final things to add, and some lime juice.
Ooh, lovely.
And they just go in when it's cooked, so you just need to turn it up a little bit so it simmers, and then it's basically done. Okay.
Okay, so it's a little bit longer. Well, not longer, later. Now. I'm getting a bit hungry, but I didn't want to dish it all up. So this is what I'm going to reheat. I'm just going to reheat it a little bit for my dinner. I'm just going to move some of this away because I don't need it. Is that back on again? Yeah. I'm just going to give this, because I've left it a little while. I'm just going to reheat all of this up that you've just seen. Okay, and yeah, it's exciting. So I'm just going to grab the back of this again. So I've got some sort of idea how to serve it up. But first of all, I need a bowl. Ta-da! So when ready, serve your Caribbean style soup in bowls with the remaining spring onion and the lime zest sprinkled on top, and then enjoy. This is the final part, so this is part 6. So I'm really looking forward to this. So in regards to the sweet potato, it says once the soup has thickened, which it has, before I go on to serving up, so still back to part 5. Once the soup is thickened, remove from the heat. So I'm going to turn this off now because it's hot again. Stir through the roasted sweet potatoes and squeeze half the lime juice. Well, I'm going to put I'll be honest, I'm just going to put the roast potatoes in with it, but I'm guessing you could sprinkle it on top if you wanted to. But I'm going to just mix it all together. So I'm just, these are all cooled down now, so I can use my hand. But yeah, so the sweet potatoes I'm just going to quickly just mix. This is all hot anyway, but I'm just going to mix it all together because personally that's just how I'd like to eat it. Right, let's move these out away for a minute. I don't know if you can see. Let's have a look. Oopsie! I just moved it. And it went down my top, so I'm going to have to wash this. But yeah, so I've just reheated it. I've just put the sweet potatoes in. I've just mixed it. Oh, damn. I've just spilled some on my hoodie. Okay, so yeah, I've mixed it up, as you can see. Steak. This is nice and hot now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally put it into the bowl. So there is plenty here. Again, this is for 2 people, so I'm going to have 1 bowl now, and then I can wait for the rest of this to cool down again, and then I can put it in the fridge for tomorrow. Lovely jubbly. And I'm going to grab a spoon because it is soup. Oh, excuse me. And then I've got some lime juice to put on there, excuse me. And then I've got some lime zest here. And I've got a bit of spring onion, so I'm just going to drizzle some spring onion on the top of there, like so, with some lime zest. And a little bit of lime. And then, let's rinse my hands a minute. I am going to go and eat this. So I've literally just sat down. So before I finish off this midweek's vlog, you can watch me try this out. It smells really nice. Oh my goodness. So it's quite sweet. And it's a bit spicy. However, I don't know what my facial expression is currently at the minute, but I am really enjoying this. It's got so when you put it in your mouth, it's quite sweet, and then the spice kicks in a little bit, and then as you kind of, you know, when you're eating, there's a slight tang. The tang comes in from the lime. Right there where my facial expression just changed. This is amazing. Oh, this is fantastic. I love it. Right, if you've enjoyed this vlog, please give me a thumbs up, even a comment, and subscribe, and even do the ding dong bell. Ding dong! Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you very soon. Mmm.